Hey everyone, what's up? In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how you can make this wonderful website. This website contains the social icons which are in the fixed position, some hover effect, and some decorations. And when you click on the about, you reach to the about page. When you click on the course, you reach to the course page and so on. So please stay with me till the end and you will get to know how I did this. And in the next video, I will teach you how you can make this website responsive. So please don't forget to give a like, and if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe because I love to connect with you. And also don't forget to follow up with the timelines. So over here I have made the header tag, nav tag, UL tag and li tag. Inside the nav tab, I gave the images, which is a logo. And over here, these are the buttons which will be on the navigation bar. These are home, about us, and courses, and contact us. Now we will gonna do the styling of it. But before that, let's go live. And over here, you can see this huge logo and these home, about us, course, and contact us. Let's do styling. So in the body, I gave the margin as 0 and the padding as 0. So in the header, I right now gave the background color as Alec blue. So in the unordered list, I made the list style to none. List style are the doors. And display as flex, when I did display as flex, it made it to inline property and justification content into flex end. That means it will come in the end. And then the align item center and the height of the unordered list is 30 pixels. So this is how it is looking like. So over here in the unordered list A, anchor tag A, I made the color as this one and the text decoration to none. I made the font size to 20 pixel, added the margin to 15 pixel and I gave the padding. So over here this one is the top padding, this one is the right padding, this is the bottom padding and the next one is the left padding. And over here I gave the font weight as bold. So let's see how it's looking. So this is how it's looking right now. So over here .navbar image is basically we are targeting the logo over here. So we are making its height to 44 pixel. We are giving the position absolute and from the top it is taking 25 pixel and from the left it is taking 125 pixel. Let's see how it's looking. So over here this is a logo. So list and between the unordered list I made the button giving the name ID as BTN2 class as BTN. So this is a login now button and let's do the styling tool. So over here I have made the ID button giving the margin left as 119 pixel, margin right as 78 pixel. Over here this is a class .btn. I gave the padding, I gave the border, 3 pixel width, solid and this color. And then I gave the color. After that I gave the size, font size as 16 pixel and the cursor as pointer. Let's see how it is looking. So Over here I made the button hover where I gave the background color as light blue and its font colors as white. Let's see how it's looking. So over here you can see it's a login now button, and when we are hovering it, it is giving its hover effects. Now let's make the first section. So over here I have made the section first. This is the first section as class as first and ID as home. So then I made a block. In the block I have made the heading, which is grow your online business, and the paragraph which contains a random para which you can get by doing lorem and writing the number afterward. And then I made the button, so giving the class as same as the earlier one, btn, and the id as btn2, which button, this button is no more. Let's see how it is looking right now. So over here you can see now. Below this block one I have created an image. So let's see how it's looking. So over here you can see this image and this block one which contains heading, paragraph, and a button. Let's do the styling to it. So in the section first, I gave the background color as this one, display as flex, justify content as center, align item and center, and give the height to as 100 pixel. Let's see how it's looking right now. So this is how it's looking. Let's do some stylings on this block one and this image. So over here in the block one, I gave the width as 383 pixel and font style as italic and margin right is 250 pixels. So now right now you can see this block one is looking good. It's in the position, but inside it we have to give styling. So in the heading 1 of the block 1 class, I gave the width 28 as 240 pixel, margin bottom as 44 pixel, font weight as bold, and font size is 35 pixel. This is how it is looking right now. Also, let's make the navigation bar as transparent. So in the nav bar, I gave the position absolute and width as 100 view width. Let's see how it's looking. So right now, now you can see this is navigation bar is looking transparent. So over here in the blog paragraph, I gave the font size as 18 pixel, and in the button, I gave the margin top as 44 pixel. Let's see how it's looking. So this part, this block 1 is looking good. Let's give us some sizing and some margin to this image as well. First image, I give the margin top as 44 pixel, height as 520 pixel, margin right as minus 62 pixel. Let's see how it's looking. So now the section 1 is almost completed, but we have to make this button as transparent, but they are not looking. Let's make that as well. So in the button, I give the background color, the color of the section first. Now you can see this whole section, the navigation bar is completed. Now let's give some decoration. So over here I made a div and giving a class a circle and the ID as the circle number 1. Now let's give the styling to it. So in the class door circle, I gave the background color this one. The border radius as 50%, width and height same, and position as absolute. So in the circle one, I gave the top as 100 pixel left and 200 pixel. Let's see how it is looking. So but here you can see this circle in the section one. So now let's make the social icons over here. So over here I made a class icon where I have gathered the Facebook icon, LinkedIn icon, Twitter icon and Instagram icon. So first I made an anchor tag and inside the anchor tag I added the image. Now let's do the styling. So in the class icon, I made the display as flex direction as column, position as fixed, top as 290 pixel, left as 40 pixel, justify content as center. So in the images, I reduces the height, width and give the margin bottom as 25 pixels. So this is how it is looking right now. Now let's make the section 2, which will include about us. Over here, I have made the section second, class second, ID as about. I have gave the image and this is a block 2 which contains a heading and a paragraph and also a quote and the writer of this quote. Let's see how it's looking. So over here in the dot second, I gave the display flex, justify content center, align item center and hide the same, background color the same. And this is how it is looking right now. So this is our second section and now we just have to give the margin and some padding, things like that. So in the image of the second section, I gave its height as 500 pixel, margin left as 90 pixel, margin right and 83 pixel. Now let's give the styling to the block 2. So in the block 2, I gave the width as 493 pixel, font style as italic, margin left as 100 pixel and the text align as center. But instead of doing center, I guess end will look better. Now let's see how it's looking. So this is how it's looking. Now just we have to give the margin bottom and some margin top. So in the heading of the block 2, I gave the margin bottom 44 pixel, gave its font weight as bold and size as 35 pixel. And in the paragraph, I gave the font size as 18 pixel. So this is how it is looking right now. So over here, this is a code. So I have to highlight this code and give some margin top. Let's do that. So in the quotation, I give the font size as 25 pixel, font weight as bold, and the writer, I give the margin top as 18 pixel. Let's see how it's looking. So over here you can see now the quotation in the bold form, and this writer is also the good position, but I have to give some margin top over here. So let's in the paragraph. Now you can see it is looking good. If you're still watching the video, I guess you're liking the video, so please give a like to this video. And so till now we have made the two sections and navigation bars, some social icons, logo, and now it's time to give the circle decoration to this about us section also. So here I have made a class circle and the ID as circle too. Let's give the styling to it. So in the circle 2, I gave the right as 50 pixel and top as 900 pixel. As in the class circle, I have made the position absolute. That's why, so I'm giving the distance from right and top as like this. Now let's see how it is looking. So this is how it is looking. Now it's time to make the third section. So over here in the class third, in the section third and the ID course, I have made the three cards, the card 1, card 2, card 3. In the card 1, I gave the image, heading, paragraph and respectively the same with the card 1 and card 2. So over here I have to give the class name as card 2 and over here is should be class 3. Let's see how it is looking. So this is how it is looking. We need to give some stylings. We need to reduce the size of these icons and let's do that. Over in the class draw third, I made the display flags, justify content center, align item center, and gave the height of the section as 80 view height. Let's see how it is looking right now. So it is looking good right now. So display over here is flex. That's why all the blocks are in the inline. So over here in the image, I reduces the height and give the margin top as 22 pixel, and this is it. This is how it is looking. So in the card, I made the text align center, height as 275 pixel, width as 400 pixel, margin 27 pixel, and cursor as pointer. Let's see how it is looking. So these are the cards and these are looking good. So to the heading, I gave the margin bottom 12 pixel and margin top as 12 pixel. So now it is looking good. If you're enjoying the process, please write in the comment section. So over here, I gave the hover effect by changing the background color to this. Now let's see. So over here, you can see some the light color hover effect, and this is looking good. So till now, we have made the section 1, section 2, and this section 3. So it's time to make a context section. Let's do that. So over here in the section contact, which I gave the class fourth, I have made a div class called major. In that I have Added a form tag. In that I have input the name, input the email of the user, and input more about you. Let's see how it is looking right now. So this is how it is looking: name, email, and more about you. And also we want to make buttons too. So over here I have made the button of sign up and a button of no more. Let's see how it is looking. So this is how it is looking. It's time to add an image. Let's add that. So this is how it is looking. Now we have to make the display as flex and justify content as center, align item the center, and some height, margin, and everything will gonna sort out. And to the form, I made the display flags, flex direction column, margin right 410 pixels. So now this is how it is looking. In order to, okay, so I have made one mistake. So go to the index.html and you have to make an image tag after the div, after the major section. So that when you make then you make this whole section as display flex, they will gonna come side by side. So this is a context, this is the image, and this is looking good. Just we have to give some padding, some margin to this context. To the form input, I made the font size 16 pixel, gave some padding, changed the font style to italic, text align as center, gave some more bottom margin and the width. Let's see how it is looking. So this is looking good. Now it's time to adjust this button. So to the button I give the margin left as 120 pixel and this is looking good. We can also give some margin top to it. Our contact section and this is looking good. So it's time to make the footer and we are done with our website. And also we have to attach the IDs in the navigation bar so that when we click the navigation bar, we land on that. So by writing hash home, hash about, hash course, hash contact to its anchor tag. Now let's check. If we click on the home, we are on the home page. When we click on the about us, we are on the about us page. And when we click on the course, we are on the courses page. And when we click on the contact us, we are on the contact us page. Now the last thing we have to do is to make the footer and we are done with our website. So over here I have made the footer. This is a horizontal bar. And over here I made a div called foot in which I made three divs where the first one is of community, second one of fonts, and the third one of privacy. And this is how it is looking. So it's time to give some styling to it. To this horizontal line, I give the height to 2 pixel, background color, and the width is 80 pixel. And in the footer, I did the same process by giving display, justify content, background color, align item, flex direction. So in the footer, I made the display flex, justify content center, align item center. Let's see how it is looking. So this is how it is looking. Just we need to give some margin right, top, bottom to it. So in the footer div, I gave the margin right, top and bottom. Let's see how it is looking. We just have to give the margin to the header. So in the header section, I give the margin bottom as 23 pixel, and over here you can see it is looking good. So this is it. If you like this video, please give a like button, and if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe and please give a feedback in the comment section so that I'll be motivated to make such videos more and more. And I will see you next time.